you hear background noises, I'm sorry. Also, the vents just kind of get loud sometimes. And yeah, so I'm back. I promise I wasn't avoiding you. I just been really busy. That's really all I have to say. But this is the true story of Snow White. Y'all have heard of the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. Well, if you haven't, then the original writers of the fairy tales that we know, that's who they are, but they're not quite the version of the ones that we know and love today, because Walt Disney took it over and made it less gory for kids. So we wonder, what are the original stories? Well, here's the true story of Snow White. If you don't know what Snow White is, you either have been living under a rock or are way too young to be watching this. So, like, get off your mommy's iPad. Anyways, so, but Snow White, she was the girl who was poisoned by an apple, and by the evil queen for being the fairest of them all, according to a mirror that never lies on a wall. Anyways, so yeah, and Snow White was awoken by a prince with a kiss. Never made sense to me. But here's the real story. Yes, there's the magic mirror, fairest of them all, and the evil queen. But the evil queen was Snow White's stepmother, as her mother died when she was born. So then 7 years later, the king moved on, got married again. So yeah, no hatred until, oh, she's not the fairest of them all. The queen is not the fairest of them all one day, according to that magic mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. While you are fair, while your beauty is very rare, you are not the fairest of them all, as Snow White was. And when she found this out, she became very angry. So obviously sent the huntsman on her to kill her. And obviously the huntsman didn't succeed. But the looking glass tells the queen where Snow White is. So the evil queen then attempted to kill her 3 more times. One was lacing her corset too tight. So the dwarfs came home, and when they found her dead, they cut her out of it. 2 was combing her hair with a poison comb. Then the dwarves came home again, and they took the comb out of her hair, and she was fine. The 3rd was obviously how she died, the poison apple. But she was so beautiful that a random prince from another kingdom was strolling through a forest, looked at her dead body, and asked for it. Wanted her dead body. Okay. So, then the servants carried her in her glass casket that the dwarves put her in, and dropped the glass casket, causing the poison apple to be launched out of her. And then they got married and forced the queen to be there with iron shoes weighing her down. Which, honestly, what? Why do you want negative energy at your wedding? But that's the true story of Snow White. short video, but it's what I got. I'm sorry. I will try to upload more. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Bye.